I wonder what it's like to live on cloud nine, where everything's fine all of the time. I wonder how it feels to be unafraid, day after day, after it rains. Someday, somehow, before too long, I'll say goodbye to my burdens. I'll fly beyond the sun. I wonder what it's like in the shade of a tree, shooting the breeze, being carefree. I wonder what I choose, given the choice between silence and noise, words or a voice. Someday, somehow, before too long, I'll say goodbye to my burdens. I'll fly beyond the sun. Beyond the sun. I'll fly beyond the sun. Someday, somehow, before too long, I'll say goodbye to my burdens. I'll fly beyond the sun.
Third downs on this drive. A fresh set, 1st and 10 from the 47. Mariota lofts one for Murray, has his seam in the middle of the field, and a first down for DeMarco Murray, a gain of 22.
And now they're starting to put pressure on a defense that has been spread very thin. Is there a flag on the field on the far side that the officials are talking about? I do not see a flag.
Mariota shovel pass, and Murray gets back to the 12-yard line. It will be third down. That play takes us to the 2-minute warning. What a wild game in Detroit. Mariota with time, end zone, and it is caught! Andre Johnson! What a play! On fourth down, Andre Johnson with the 69th touchdown of his career, and now the Titans will go for 2.
How does he catch this ball?
I have no idea how that ball got in there.
He is well defended. There are guys all around him, and he pulls it in. Wow.
That's why he's going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. You make big plays when you get the chance at big times.
Man, what's going on, people? It's another edition of the Ace Takers Rant. Said this is your post Lions little review here, or rant, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But that was a nasty game yesterday, ugly game for the Lions, man. We going 1-1 like that to the Tennessee Tampons, man. That shit is just straight unacceptable. I will not be accepting that fucking loss. nor do I expect any other Lion fan to be accepting that fucking loss. You know, that shit is bullshit. You know, there's a lot of things to talk about. But I just hope all my Lion fans can keep y'all heads up, man, because, you know, still a lot of season left, man. Like I said, really what this comes down to is just Jim Caldwell shouldn't still be coaching this team. That's one of the most annoying things about this season is that, you know, this motherfucker is kind of in the way of, you know, of what we trying to accomplish here in Detroit, man. This is a team that could be really good, but this guy is in the right. He's in the fucking way. And I haven't decided yet. I'm going to touch on what I think of the coaching decisions. I've been reading all types of comments. I was watching the boys' video from last night. You know, a lot of things they touched upon. I'm going to bring it all to the head, but I might be making a separate video about what we should be doing with this coaching staff because I think Bob Quinn shouldn't be waiting to pull the trigger. I don't think he should be waiting till halfway of the season. But you know what? Mark DeFord probably been fucking Jim Caldwell. And, you know, that motherfucker probably going to last the whole entire fucking season. And we're stuck here in this position right now. Because this team could be great. And it's annoying as fuck that we still stuck in the same goddamn position. We seem to can't get out of this fucking position right now. So, fuck the rest. Detroit versus everybody, as it usually is. And I'm going to have, you know, my regular intros. I'm going to show you guys some of the things from the game and something that I saw from earlier from Good Morning Football. They touched upon some things, so I'll show you guys that, and then we're going to get back. So I'll let you guys watch it. All right, y'all.
On 4th and 4, 1:27 to go.
Titans to the line. Lions leading by 5.
Mariota from the 9. Takes the snap.
He's got the football. Back on 4th down. Looks, throws. End zone. It is.
Firing. Andre Johnson. Did he catch it? He did. Touchdown. Titans.
Caught for a touchdown. Andre Johnson's a veteran. Had 2 men on him. And he hauled it in.
My goodness, it's good to be on the same team with Andre Johnson. Finally.
Good morning. Coach Jim Caldwell after a tough loss.
Didn't play well enough. We didn't play well enough to win. We right where we should. We played just like right where we should be. You know, you just you don't get lucky in this game.
Nate Burles and Trans. Nate, that.
Let me take my time a little bit. Let me let this breathe. This is what coaches.
17 penalties.
This is what coaches usually say after a loss like that. They'll say, "Hey guys, we should be 2-0. We should have won that game. They didn't beat us. We beat ourselves." No. Coach is saying, listen, we are at where we're supposed to be at. We lost that game. That should be an L on the record. All those mistakes, we need to own it. And if we own it and watch it, we can fix it. I hate when coaches mislead the team by trying to distract you from what's really going on. They made a ton of mistakes, and there was an implosion from within. And Coach Caldwell, being one of the best coaches in the league at talking to his players and making it real, he said, listen, it is what it is. We are at where we're supposed to be. Let's fix it and move on.
You know what occurs to me about the game? 17 penalties. If they have 16, they might win. If they have 15, they might win. You know, Peter, we talk about low-hanging fruit, you know, Jay Cutler's body language and the Bengals can't win a playoff game. There's a low-hanging fruit about Jim Caldwell, that he's not animated, that he's boring, whatnot. That's him angry, as he should have been. We saw him excited after week 1 with a double fist pump, and now he's got a team that just blew a game. Again, if they commit 15 penalties, 16, they win. That's him frustrated. I'm tired of talking about his animation because it's finally showing up.
I'll tell you what's probably bothering him, because that was a win. That was at home. It's a win. Now you got to travel to Green Bay. Before you know it, you could be 1-2. And you're looking at the barrel of the gun. So to me, Jim Caldwell, very good coach. Like you said, players love playing for the guy. 17 penalties. That's a lack of discipline. That's what cost him.
Yeah.
Good morning, football gangs all back together here on a Monday. The Lions not going to be happy in the film room today. The team was flagged 17 times for 138 yards and 3 touchdowns, nullified by penalties. What happened here between the Lions and the Titans?
It was a complete implosion. Now, that's a ton of penalties. And there were maybe a couple that were questionable, could have been picked up. But, I mean, you're looking at some plays that are taken off the board. It's one thing to have a penalty or two during a drive. Where you're talking about removing points off the scoreboard, Peter, that's a surefire way to lose. I don't care what type of arsenal you have, what type of weaponry you have. When you're making mistakes like this and pulling points off the board, you're most likely going to lose a close game.
Yeah, and that's not characteristic of a Jim Caldwell team. When you were there, Jim Schwartz was the coach, and you guys always got banged for all the bad penalties and the unsportsmanlikes. This isn't what the Lions did last couple of years under Caldwell. They're usually pretty disciplined. But I was more impressed with Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Because all week we heard about Jameis Winston. He was the NFL's Offensive Player of the Week. And everyone said, Winston, we're going to crown Winston. But Mariota threw 2 pick sixes against the Vikings.
Right.
Sure enough, back against the wall, he got the job done. Here's some crazy stat on Marcus Mariota. Career, all right? Home games, 11 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. Away games, 12 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's got 3 wins on the road. He's only got 1 at home. I mean, this is a guy who seems to travel well. And that, for me, was the first moment of his career where he actually threw his team on the back and said, let's go get a touchdown. And who did he find? Andre Johnson.
Of all people.
Good win for the Titans because that's a wide open AFC South.
And your Lions have
some
never
people play
beaten
better on the road.
Titans.
No, for sure they do, right? Different pressure, different atmosphere. He seems to be one of them.
Yeah.
Although emotions were kept in check throughout most of the intense rivalry between the Bengals and the Steelers, the Bengals did.
Man, fuck the fucking Bungles. Fuck them motherfuckers. Fuck the fucking Pittsburgh Squealers. Fucking golden NFL team. Hate these golden NFL teams, man. I don't know about y'all, man, but I couldn't, man. I was working anyways, but I couldn't watch none of that Packers and Vikings game, man. I couldn't even tell you what happened in the game because I didn't want to watch it. You know, I did want to look at the new stadium. I saw a little bit of it. You know, U.S. broke stadium, but, you know, that's all it was about. You know, I didn't want to see that fucking game because the NFL been pumping them 2 teams up all offseason, you know. I already know what to expect for the Green Bay Packers. I saw them against Jacksonville. I don't need to see anything else. I know what to expect in week 3. I didn't need to watch that game to see what the fuck the Packers going to do against the Lions. Both teams know that game going to be a fucking challenge. It's a divisional game. It's going to be tough as hell. That's why I'm giving the Lions a chance to win. The Lions going to be mad as fuck. And I know they're going to play with a lot of intensity in this fucking game. And I think we on the momentum ride from winning last year, breaking up a long streak. Sometimes that shit comes into play, man. That one win, that one hurdle you get over, sometimes that shit comes into play. Before I start, though, big shout out to Nate Burleson on Good Morning Football, Kay Adams and the boys. Also the dude from Real World Chicago, man. I remember him when MTV was one of the last few years where they was actually watchable. I used to watch Real World back in the day, and he was on a pretty good season, man. But that network is so trash now. I mean, it's been trash for a very long time, man. You know, they been stopped playing music videos like a long time ago, and they just been a shit network. Fucking pop network, you know, fucking millennial network, and millennials don't even watch MTV no more. That's how garbage it is, man. So, fuck that network. But, yeah, big shout out to Nate Burleson at Good Morning Football. Good Morning Football is starting to grow on me, man. Like, I check it out when I get a chance to. If I'm not working too late at night, you know, I'll check it out. You know, it'll be on, like, all morning long. So, like, even if you miss it when it come on live, it'll be on. They show the replay for the West Coast viewers late in the morning. So, you can catch it then. So, it's not fucking hard to catch, you know. All you got to have is NFL Network. I'll tell you this right now. Good Morning Football. Right now, you know, the fantasy shows be covering the Lions because they have to. I mean, they show because we got fantasy guys on our team. Matthew Stafford, obviously one of the top fantasy players in the league right now, and you know you got all these other guys, Marvin Jones and that little bitch. I'm gonna rip it to his ass. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Amir Abdullah and Ebron. So, I mean, you got and Riddick. I mean, you got a plethora of fantasy guys, but this show is made up like the other shows, but they actually talk about all 32 NFL teams. they will actually break them down for a minute or two. They will actually give them some time. Unlike these other fucking shows, they will actually give them some fucking time. Nate Burleson, I'll tell you what, man. Nate Burleson, he a true ass fucker. He got my respect, man. He always had my respect because you know what? At the end of the day, he played with 3 different teams. He played he started his career at was it the? I forgot how I went. I think it was the Vikings first. Then he signed with Seattle. Yeah, I think it was. I think the. No, wait a minute. I forgot how that shit go. It was. I forgot, but I know he played the Vikings and Seahawks back to back, and then he ended his career here. But he always represents himself as a Detroitan. Like, he's always a Detroiter, man, at the end of the fucking day. Detroit versus everybody. This guy loves the city of Detroit, loves the fucking Lions, still bleeds that Honolulu blue and silver all day, all night. You know what I'm saying? He is a true fucking Lion at heart, man. And he makes sure, this is why this show is a lot better from NFL AM, which is straight fucking trash, because they actually cover the Lions on that bitch. Shout out to Kate Adams as well. You know what I'm saying? They actually cover the fucking Lions on this show, man. So that's why I wanted to show that clip for y'all, man. And thank you to all of the viewers. I had about 2,000 viewers from 2 of my videos last week. My number's been way up this year, man. So I just want to shout out to all of y'all, man, that's been supporting me on this channel. And shouting the whole DVE family, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I really appreciate it. So let's get into this, man, because I want to get this up tonight, man. I want to try to get this video up tonight. I got a long work night ahead of me. So I need to get this shit done. All right, man. So obviously the Lions lost a heartbreaker, their home opener at home, right in front of the new cheerleaders, who were fine as fuck, by the way. You know, it was good to see them on the field. You know, it was good to see the cheerleaders on the field, man. Because one of the things I've been hating about the Lions sidelines ever since I first became a Lions fan, is that the sidelines always be naked as fuck, you know? And then when we moved into Ford Field like 15 years ago, all you see is the fucking brick wall. And it's like, man, why don't we got cheerleaders? We're an indoor team, you know? Why don't we got cheerleaders? And I found out, you know, a while back, probably like, you know, back in the 90s that, you know, Ford Senior didn't want fucking cheerleaders on the sidelines and all this other bullshit. He wanted a family atmosphere. Motherfucker. And I shouldn't even be, man, why did I disrespect Ford Senior like that? Let me take that back. I feel bad saying that, man. He's down in the ground, man. Why am I saying that? Look, man. Look. The Lions, especially their night games, are not for children, man. The day games, you know, are a little bit more suitable for children. But when you go to a fucking night game, that shit ain't fucking for children, man. Like, almost all of the fucking Lion night games I've been to in my life, it been crazy as fuck. The first ever Lions night game I ever went to in my life was back in 1995 when the Lions came on Monday Night Football against the San Francisco Giants. That shit, that was one of the most, I tell you, I've been to a lot of Raider games in my life. This will go down to me as one of the most edgiest motherfucking atmospheres I've ever been involved in, man. Like, some of those San Diego, Oakland crowds were great. But I'm telling you what, man, that fucking crowd that night, though, because the 90s was the most edgiest decade of them all, man. Like, the 90s is my favorite fucking decade of all time. Because it was edgy as fuck. Everybody was raging against the machine, doing their own thing back in the day. I'm telling you, man, I was young as fuck back in the day. And these motherfuckers, the fights was in slow motion that night. It was so many goddamn fights. I swear, I counted like 10 to 20 fucking fights in the stands that night. It was ugly, man. Motherfuckers was, I mean, it was Lion fans fighting each other too. It wasn't just like Niners against Lions fans, you know, duking it out. It was fucking Lions on Lions that night, man. Bitches was, they was showing their titties and shit. I kid you not, man. Anybody that been in that fucking game know what the fuck I'm talking about. 1995, Monday Night Football, San Francisco Giants at the Pontiac Silver fucking Dome, man. That shit was popping, dog. motherfucking bitches was showing they titties, dog. That shit was, yo, I'm telling you, that was the game of my life, man. I'm telling you, that shit, man. They had that game on the YouTube, but you can't. ABC didn't show none of it. That was when Monday Night Football was still on ABC. They didn't show. They of course they didn't show none of that shit. You had to be there. But I swear to God, the fights was in slow motion that night. That crowd was loud, man. I tell you, man. I kind of missed the Silverdome a little bit for the loud, but Ford Field get loud as fuck too, man. But it's a little different, man, because like I noticed since they moved to Ford Field, like it's like I don't know. It feels like some of the edgy people, like they was more going to the Silverdome because like Pontiac as a city is rough as fuck. So I think you had a lot of locals going to the game, and like not a lot of people from Pontiac really going to the games anymore. So like what you get a lot of suburban people going to Lion games, you know, driving into downtown, and you're getting a lot of people. And I noticed you're getting a lot of out of town people like myself who don't live in Detroit. You're getting a lot of them flying in because I swear to God, when I used to go to the Silverdome, it seemed like it was 100% locals. Now it's like 60% locals, man. It's so many people from out of town that go to Ford Field now, man, because it's in downtown Detroit. It's a tourist attraction now, and like it's a beautiful. I think it's too beautiful, man. Like Ford Field is too beautiful, man. Like the Silverdome was like Veterans Stadium, man. That shit was ugly as fuck, and so like it had like a little edge to it, man. It had that edge to it, man. Like it was on another level, man. But man, the Lion fans were loud as fuck yesterday, man. I heard that shit too much. I think a little bit of it had to do with like because it was on CBS. This is why I told you I like the games on CBS. The audio quality is a lot better on CBS than it is on Fox. Fox audio quality fucking sucks, and I dare anybody to challenge me on that shit. I'm a technical person. I work the video. I work the video and all of that shit, man. I worked the audio in my life. I know what the fuck I'm talking about, man. So the game was loud as fuck yesterday, man. I could hear it through my TV. It's just too bad that the Lions only come on CBS. I think they come on CBS 3 times to see it instead of the regular 2. Because I think the Vikings game and the Thanksgiving game is back-to-back this year on CBS. Jacksonville and Minnesota. So I think those games are back-to-back this year. But it was just an amazing atmosphere, man. You could tell the crowd was looking for a blowout, man. Like the crowd wanted to scream every time they got a touchdown or every time it was a good play. The crowd reactions was great, especially Matthew Stafford when he trucked into that motherfucker, Parrish Cox, bitch ass motherfucker. You know, he trucked the shit out of that nigga. You could hear like everybody go like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was wild, man. I even heard Titans fans like, man, that y'all got a good. Titans fans was giving it to us. They said, man, we got a good crowd here in Detroit, man. Like, they was hearing it on their TV, man. Like, we got a good crowd here in Detroit, man. But, I mean, like I said, man, you know, I heard some of the boys talking about yesterday on the video. Man, I feel sorry for the people who went to the Lions game. No, why the fuck would you feel sorry for the people who went to the fucking Lions game? I don't get that. Look, I've been to a lot of Lions games in my life, and they've lost many of times, okay? I don't go to Lions games just to see them win or lose, all right? I'm not a bandwagoner, all right? When I go to Lions games, I will always tell people it's still funner to go to games than to watch them on TV. Obviously, the NFL is more of a television game than it ever been before. But I will tell people, man, there's nothing like being there still. Like, it's still fun going to games. Like, I used to go to games all the time. I just don't go to as many because I don't like to travel no more. My work schedule is more tighter. I'm a little older now. I don't like flying no more, man. Flying bugs the hell out of me, man. I really hate flying now because I did so much of it early in my life for work and shit that I don't even like flying no more. I limited a lot, man. I didn't even go to my first Lions game last year until Thanksgiving. That was the latest I had ever been to a Lions game in my life. I usually would have been the one at least by October at the latest. Never that deep into November, that deep into the season, man. We only had like a few games, I think like a couple of games left after Thanksgiving last year. So I went to that one, the Packers game last year, back to back. And that should tell you right there, I went to the fucking Packers game last year. How depressing was that coming out of that stadium? But anybody who went to the game will tell you how fun it was at that game, though. You know, we had the Packer fans around us and shit. It was, you know, it was tight. It was tight. You know what I'm saying? It was good. It was good. You know what I'm saying? It was good, man. I did not have a problem with that shit, okay? I didn't have a problem with that. When you go to games, okay, it's a whole different atmosphere. You shouldn't be feeling sorry for no one going to games. Look, they paid for that ticket. You pay for the game experience. You don't pay for the wins and losses, man. You don't. You pay for the game experience. I hate it when people talk about, man, I just go to games for wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? You just go to games for wins and losses. Get the hell out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you go because you support your team, and it's a thank you to the Ford family, and this is what people don't fucking get in Detroit. Be lucky you have an NFL goddamn team because we're about to lose one in Oakland right now. Shit. We about to lose one in fucking Oakland, man. That's one of my hometowns, man. We about to lose one in fucking Oakland. San Diego about to lose their fucking team. St. Louis just lost their fucking team. Be grateful you have an NFL team in your fucking city. Because I'll tell you right now, there's two things that keep your team in your fucking town. Fucking fan support, alright? Fucking fan support and fucking new stadiums, alright? And there's two things that the Fords did in their lifetime here. Since they've been owning the team, they built the fucking Silverdome and they built Ford Field, man, to keep that team here. Because I'll tell you what, man, Detroit, the NFL don't give a fuck about Detroit. The chances they got to move us out of here, I'm telling you, when Ford Field really ages on our ass and we're not upkeeping Ford Field, I'm telling y'all the reality. You're going to start hearing some relocation rumors and shit. I'm telling you, better be blessed that you got a team, NFL team in your fucking town, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Stop bullshitting, man. Be grateful you got an NFL team in your town. I know the Lions have it. I know, man. You don't have to tell me. You don't have to tell me. I don't even have to tell you. We know how it is here in Detroit, man. We know. Look, we fucking know that this team has been ass since 1957, man. We know this shit, man. We choke on every fucking opportunity we have. We have no playoff success in that period of time. In the Super Bowl era, we haven't even been to one. We're down there with the Cleveland Browns, our AFC brothers, man. We're down there at the bottom with these motherfuckers, with the Cleveland shits. Okay? We're down there right now, man. I'm telling y'all, man. We have no reason to be happy about wins and losses. We're the only 0-16 team in the fucking franchise. Look at the way we lost against the Tennessee Tampons yesterday, man. Alright? That three-letter word that I would never use again in my life, but it exists because of games like that, okay? Because of choke jobs like against Green Bay. Because of the refs cheating us. Because of the Ravens game in 2013 that I went to. Because the Giants kicked our asses out of the playoffs the week after that. You don't have to tell me about any of that shit, okay? Washington beating our asses in the 90s and shit in the playoffs. The Eagles whooping our ass in the playoffs. We don't have to go over that shit. Tony Dungy and the Bucks beating our ass in the playoffs. All right, that young Bucks team that went on to win their first ever Super Bowl after being a joke in the NFL for 20 fucking years. All right, we know. All right, but at the end of the day, the reason why I'm still a Lions fan today, because I'm so grateful that the team plays in Detroit. I'm so grateful that the Lions are the Lions. They never changed their stripes because they were losing. They never even changed the fucking name. Alright? Alright? I like the Lions because they're the fucking Lions. I don't like them because they're going to be, you know, I don't know, the Detroit Megatrons or some shit. Just to plaster over their image. No. I like them because of who the fuck they are. And I'm going to go to games because I'm glad there's a team in fucking Detroit. Alright? Alright? That's why you go to games. For the game experience. Alright? You don't go to games because the team won or lost. Like my boy Manbeast, he about to go to the Washington game. I'm about to tell him right now, don't let the win or loss affect your game day experience. Just be happy that you was able to go to that game. Because you're going to have a great time. I'm telling you, you're going to have a great time, win or lose. That's going to be a tough game, man, Washington, man. That's going to be a tough one. You know what I'm saying? I've been to a lot of losses at Lions games, man. They're tough to take because we're diehard fans, but you know what? At the end of the day, I'm grateful to have gone, man. And for anybody saying, man, I feel sorry for you that you went, nah, not at all. And I can't wait to go. You know, I'm still not sure it was my first game this year, but I can't wait to go because there's cheerleaders now. I get a chance to see them in person. You know what I'm saying? That was a milestone for me yesterday, seeing the fucking Lions cheerleaders on that field yesterday. It might not meant a lot to a lot of other Lion fans that they were there, but it meant a lot to me seeing the cheerleaders, seeing at least 27 Michigan girls getting some work. You know what I'm saying? 27 girls in that state or in that city getting some work. You know what I'm saying? And there's some more people behind the cheerleader squad. It ain't just them. You know, some more people, but they're getting some work. I know they don't get paid that much. Fuck the NFL for that shit. But you know what? You know what? Just proud to see. Just proud to see. You know what I'm saying? But I went into a whole, and man, dude, if I had made this video right after the game, man, I think I would have been going off so fucking bad, man. I don't even know. My head would have exploded. Oh my God. All right, man. I don't even know where to start because there's so much shit to talk about in this game, man. I was struggling with this one, man, because it was so much shit to touch up on. I don't even know where to begin. I don't even know where the fuck to begin right now. I'm recording this at the beginning of this Bears-Eagles game, so if you hear any delays, it's because I'm looking at the TV, man. I'm hoping Judah Tribe lose. And by the way, that nigga Judah Tribe, I'm so ready for Bears Hate Week, man. Oh my God, man. Shout out to Yasmin Green, by the way. Shout out to Yasmin. Man. Yasmin got on his ass again in the comments, so he gonna put the Lions fans on blast in this Eagles Hate Week video. And then he gonna put her on blast talking about man, you and your girl smelling up the Soldier Field seats. And I like the name that like the boys gave him yesterday. It was a Section 8 field. They call that shit Section 8 field, man. That shit is hilarious, dog. Section 8 field. Because Soldier Field's a piece of shit, man. Even when they upgraded that motherfucker, that shit is still a piece of shit. That shit is still ugly as fuck, man. It is not like look at the stadiums in our division, man. Like, you know. You got U.S. Broke Stadium, man. You know, which is the newest one, and then you got Ford Field. Like Lambeau Field is a piece of shit too. The only reason why that stadium you won't hear anybody criticize that stadium because it's like a crown jewel. It's like a museum now, like Wrigley Field and shit. It's like a museum now. So you know, people like the rich tradition of it and all of that bullshit. But it's actually a piece of shit. Alright, it's still, you sitting on cold ass, hot ass bleachers instead of regular seats. You know what I'm saying? It's still fucking bleachers. Like it's a fucking college stadium, man. That shit fucking sucks, man. Get that stadium the fuck out of here, man. Get that piece of shit stadium out of here, man. The fucking Lambeau Field, man. I can't believe we going there next week, man. Not me, but I'm just talking about the Lions in general, like. Can't believe we got to play these bastards again next week. But yeah, let me get into this game, man. So like I said, man, it was when I was watching this game, man, I was getting frustrated as the game was going on because I noticed that the score was still close. And I was just like, why ain't we blowing these motherfuckers out? Why ain't we blowing these motherfuckers out? I was so fucking heated that we wasn't blowing these niggas out. Alright? It was getting on my fucking nerves that the score was still close, especially since we have an explosive offense. And we had another surprise yesterday. Our defense fucking showed up yesterday. And we were injured like a motherfucker yesterday. It was injuries after injuries. We lost Antoine Williams, Anza, and Calvin Noy and shit. But our defense was actually good during the first 3 quarters. Like, it was a surprise. We held these boys at 3 points. You know? They definitely responded to the bad performance from last week. And it was expected. I said, I can't see Terrell Austin not having these boys ready for this week after a bad performance against the Colts. So, they kept us in the game. It was like the exact opposite from last week. The offense was winning the game last week. The defense was winning the game for us this week. But I tell you what, man. This week, I was mad as fuck because we played down to our opponent. That's basically what this was. We played down to our opponent. We're better than the Titans. Titans fans will even admit this shit. Look, congratulations to the Titans fans for getting this win, man. Definitely congratulations to y'all for winning this game. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. I'm not going to take that away from y'all, man. Not at all. Look. I will say this also about the fucking Titans, man. I really believe that they're better than what people think they are, especially defensively. I always knew this about their front seven, even from last year. This is why I like watching all the teams in the league, especially the lower tier teams, because every year is different. A lot of people are going off of last year with the Titans, and they know it's a rebuilding team. But I actually think that defense, because I go back to last week against the Vikings. They actually did play bad against the Vikings last week when you think about it. That score, they was in control of the game until a couple of turnovers, I believe, by the defense. The Vikings defense pretty much turned the game on its head. So it definitely made a difference, no doubt about it. So I saw this game and I saw this game. I was watching it and I was definitely I was impressed with the Titans. Not offense. I mean, they didn't overwhelm us. I mean, the thing about this game was we controlled the game the entire fucking game, even after they got the game with a touchdown. We controlled the game from start to finish, and that's how a lot of our preseason games were as well. This is how you know we got a pretty good team right now, because we controlled the game throughout. Just like last week, we controlled that Colts game. We controlled this fucking game. I believe we're going to control that fucking Packers game next week. Because they sorry as fuck. I can't wait to get into them at the end of the video. I might do an official preview this week. I don't know. But be on the lookout for it if I do. But I'll tell you this, though. We controlled the fucking game. But I'll tell you, there was one thing that happened in this fucking game that turned the whole game around. I'll tell you, this is the reason why we fucking lost this game. It's the only reason why we lost this fucking game. I don't care what nobody fucking says, alright? You can disagree all you fucking want. But once Ebron had that fucking penalty, that changed the momentum of the game around. I believe in momentum in sports. Not just football. In sports in general. Momentum is huge. Because momentum, you know what momentum is? Momentum is energy. And the energy changed for the fucking Lions after that. The Lions are on the road. The Lions are driving the ball down the field. It looked like they're about to blow the Titans out. All of this shit. That faggot-ass penalty to Ebron from that faggot-ass referee, bitch-ass motherfucker, couldn't stand this referee crew, man. I think Man Beast Morris said this is the same crew we had during the Bengals game. I believe it was. And we were getting flagged like a motherfucker in that game, too. I didn't see where Ebron had the penalty at on that play. I really didn't. And that changed the game on his ear. Then the 3 penalties after that. I was like, what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck? 3 fucking touchdowns were nullified in this fucking game. Because of a fucking penalty. This game was ugly as fuck. We should have blown these motherfuckers out. Alright? We should have blown them out. We gave the game away to them by not scoring a touchdown on that drive. That interception from Matthew Stafford at the end of the game was the most Like people were saying, that was the most irrelevant interception you will ever see. The game was already over at that point. I had given up on the fucking Lions as soon as that Ebron penalty was called, because I knew what type of game this was about to be. Then when we didn't score any more touchdowns after that, I was like, this is it. Mariota about to rip us to shreds. And he did that. Because you want to know why? We kept the Titans in the game. We kept them in the fucking game. We deserve to lose that fucking game. We did. We deserve to lose that fucking game. You know what I'm saying? We deserve to lose that fucking game. The team played like a bitch to me except for Matthew Stafford, Ebron, and a couple of the dudes on the offensive line like Taylor Decker, Riley Reef, and shit like that, and Warford, and Riddick. All right. And Marvin Jones. He was playing hard too. The one guy that irritated the fuck out of me, and I'm about to rant on this nigga right now, is Golden Tate. Or as I'm going to start calling him, like y'all been calling him, Bronze Tank or Copper fucking Tank. Because he don't deserve to be called Golden no more. He don't even deserve to be called Tate. He deserves to be called Taint. T-A-I-N-T. Not T-A-T-E. T-A-I-N-T. Because his play was fucking tainted in this fucking game, dog. Golden Tate, you a fucking bitch, motherfucker. You a fucking bitch. I'm getting tired of your bitch ass. You jealous motherfucker. I've been tired of your ass since last fucking season, dog. This shit ain't started this season, cuz. This shit started last fucking season. You play like a bitch. You drop passes on purpose, you stupid bitch. Why don't you just fake injuries like your boy fucking Levy? That's another bitch we got on the team that we need to get rid of the fuck of, man. Yeah, I'm getting on your ass, boy. Getting on your fucking ass. Your ass better pick it the fuck up. Because I'm about ready to trade your bitch ass. You gonna be a hating ass nigga because we signed Marvin Jones because you thought you was gonna be the number one after Calvin Johnson retired. Nah, homie. Quinn saw something out of your bitch ass that you was too much of a fucking bitch to be a number one receiver on this team or any fucking team in the NFL. I know you from Tennessee, so you probably gave this fucking game away on purpose. Or like my man 303 Hitman was saying, because you lost to his fucking Michigan State Spartans the night before, your ass is irritated because you a fucking Irish fuck boy. You play like a fucking fuck boy, and I know you was dropping passes on purpose. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Copper Taint could catch the fucking ball. He got one of the best hands in the fucking league. Alright? He dropping passes on purpose, dog. I'm telling you. He ain't impressed Caldwell. Remember last year where he was rolling his ass at Caldwell and shit on sideline? He don't want to play for this motherfucker no more. And he feel like his spot on the team is like the team don't value his ass anymore. He playing like a bitch, man. He playing like a bitch, man. My man, Everything King, I don't know why you was backing this dude up, man. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. We trying to tell you Marvin Jones is actually playing hard out there. You know, Marvin Jones is trying his hardest. You know, I know, this is the thing I know about Matthew Stafford. He is just like Brett Favre, man. When Brett Favre was coming out of Atlanta, dog, before he went to the Packers, the fucking receivers staff, they used to have to wear gloves. Because back in that time, in the early 90s, like, this was still, everyone was still transitioning in the gloves and shit. Like, there was still a lot of players that didn't wear gloves. You had to wear gloves, and you had to wear better supported gloves. Because this motherfucker used to throw the ball so goddamn hard. But you know what? We pay your ass all this amount of money, millions, like my man Donald Trump says, billions and millions of fucking dollars. You know what I'm saying? We pay your ass millions and millions of fucking dollars. Alright? To fucking catch the ball. I don't want to hear fucking jack shit while your ass to fucking catch the ball, nigga. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. Alright? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. You are paid to catch the fucking ball, and Stafford is putting it right on the money. And Stafford had a couple of bad throws in the game. All right, it wasn't one of his better accurate, games that he's probably going to have this season. But I thought for the most part, Matthew Stafford was putting it right on the money, 7 fucking drops. If a guy got a fucking drop, that means it was in his fucking area. It was in his fucking area. If that shit wasn't like, if it wasn't like way over here, like the most controversial throw of the game might have been the one down the field to Tate. And first of all, this is a bad play call in the first place because it shouldn't have been Tate on this fucking route. It should have been fucking Marvin Jones because Marvin Jones probably would have caught that bitch. Some people, all right, if you listen to Andrew Catalon and Steve Tasker, Steve Burline, the boys doing like, hey, by the way, good job on the calling the game. I'm glad we got Andrew Catalon and the fucking boys yesterday. I like that 3-man team that they got on CBS, by the way. I like that 3-man team. You know what I'm saying? I like that 3-man team that they got. We probably gonna get some fuck boys next week, on fucking Fox, calling our fucking game. I don't know. We probably gonna get some fuck boys next week. But I'm gonna tell you this, man. I'm gonna tell you this. Okay. That ball that went out of bounds, if he would have threw it in, alright, listen to me right now. If he would have threw it inside, it would have got picked the fuck off. Stafford has been making this adjustment since 2014. And I'm glad he's been doing this lately. Because if this was 2012, this would have been a fucking interception. He would have threw it on the inside. Forcing it in there. He threw it to the outside, out of bounds, just in case, like that play ended up being him not catching the fucking ball. At least it goes out of bounds and is not into the Titans defender's hands. Alright? I have no problem with the way Matthew Stafford threw that fucking ball because he was protecting the fucking drive. Alright? Alright? Instead of it getting picked off, he threw it the right way. He threw it the right fucking way. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He threw it the right fucking way. It was Tate's fucking job to catch that bitch. And you know what, Tate? You was just awful. Bronze Tate, your ass was just fucking awful yesterday, man. You don't deserve to be called golden or fucking. I've been watching the Olympics last month. You don't deserve a golden, silver. I don't think you deserve a bronze fucking medal at this point. Because you play like absolute shit. I'm about ready to just get rid of your ass. I really am, man. If we had 2 Marvin Joneses on the field, he probably would have caught. Man, we probably would have won this fucking game. Even our boy Ebron, who been getting hella fucking criticized over the last couple of seasons, man. Been giving a lot more effort than your ass. Ebron, the number 2. I think Ebron will turn himself to the number 2 receiver on his team. After Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones, monster game yesterday, by the way. 8 fucking catches, 118 yards. I want this boy to get his first touchdown of the season next week, man. Should have got one yesterday on that long fucking play he had. Marvin Jones been a fucking monster already, man. I don't give a fuck, Like I said, he probably don't got the most perfect hands, but he makes plays. I'll tell you that right now, and I'm accepting of his fucking play. It's not like Bronze Tate's fucking. It's not like Copper Tate's fucking performances. All right, it's totally different. Because I'm not mad after when Marvin Jones drops the ball. I'm not mad. I'm mad at when that motherfucker drops the ball. Because I know he playing like a fucking bitch. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Man, he get on my last goddamn nerve, man. He get on my last goddamn nerve, man. Fuck that nigga. Man. Yeah. Another guy. Lakin Thomason. Get this motherfucker off my goddamn TV. Uncle Luke looking ass. Get this motherfucker off my goddamn TV. Looking like EDP's long lost brother and shit. Looking like his long lost brother. Get the fuck out of here, Lakin Thomason, man. Okay, I'm getting so tired of looking at this motherfucker. This motherfucker was so awful. He had his worst game as a pro and shit yesterday, too. I mean, this offensive line been playing better because of Taylor Decker. I agree with that. For those of y'all that was saying that shit, I do agree. I think Taylor Decker make the line better because Riley Reef is playing a lot better on that right side. He is a lot more comfortable on the right side. Riley Reef is getting it in right now. He is bullying motherfuckers on that right side. He's showing a level of toughness I ain't seen from him in his first 4 years in the pros. You know what I'm saying? He's showing that level of toughness right now. Warford solid. Even Swanson is playing decently, even though he's still a bad run blocker right now. I still rather have Graham Glasgow. But, you know, I think Swanson started to get used to that center position. I think because the rest of the line is playing better, he's playing better. I was surprised when they brought this up yesterday. They said Pro Football Focus, which is a legit source, had him spotlighted rated pretty high last week. So he must have did really good against the Colts that they asked. I mean, I still saw some mistakes from him, but I could live with him. Like, if he just started for the rest of the season, I could live with Travis Swanson at center. Like I said, I still rather have Graham Glasgow on there, but the one guy I absolutely can't have on this line the rest of the season, I even wanted to pull his ass this week. I think Joe Dahl deserves to be in there right now. Joe Dahl was getting it in preseason. It looked like he ready as fuck. I want to see him. Because I think if you put Joe Dahl in there right now, Stafford and his running game going all types of time to just be lethal as fuck. Like, Stafford proves, man, you give him time, he lethal as fuck. He was lethal yesterday, man. This nigga, I mean, his efficiency is just off the charts right now with Jimbo Cooter, man. And I like Jimbo Cooter's balance yesterday. The run and the pass. He's added in the running game this year. I hope Abdullah's all right. I think they said it wasn't broken, his ankle. That's a good thing, ankle sprain. But I don't know if he'd be playing in Lambeau on Sunday. I hope he is, but we got Dwayne Washington. So hopefully, if he's not ready, we can activate Zach Zenner to the team this week. Because Zach Zenner, he's been pretty good in preseason play. But Dwayne Washington is a stud. That 28-yarder he had, man, was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. So, yeah, I mean, our running game is getting it in right now, man. I mean, we still don't have a 100-yard rusher, but I think we're getting close to getting one, man. I think with the way we've been running the football, I think Uncle Luke, he needs to be replaced. I think that's the only way we get there. He got to be replaced, man, because the rush is still there. But these boys are breaking ankles, man. Riddick is running. I think Riddick's ball vision is getting better too. He's starting to make cuts. Like, if he notices there's not an open lane right there, he will cut it back out and will run like he did on that one play. He ran it to the left. It kind of Bart missed the field goal. Why the fuck did they cut Robbie Gould off the Bears, man? That's a shitty ass organization. Can't afford cheerleaders. Shitty ass fucking stadium. Shitty ass fucking crowd. Man, I hate to say this, but I hope the Eagles win this game, man. I hope the Eagles win this fucking game. And I know we got them boys in a few weeks. But yeah, man. But like I said, man, the balance is great right now. I feel pretty confident, man. I was glad we survived the scare. That cheap ass fucking play for Jarrell Casey. Fuck him by the way. For that play on Stafford, man, that was fucking dirty as fuck. We're very lucky that Stafford didn't get hurt on that play, by the way. I hope everybody realizes that Stafford's a tough ass he's a tough ass son of a bitch, man. I'm telling you, man, there's no reason to hate Stafford, man. The guy is a tough ass son of a bitch. He got back and just played the rest of the game, man. I thought that was one of the few times since he been on his consecutive start streak since 2011 that I thought we probably weren't going to have this motherfucker, because I was like, oh shit, even the doctors are checking his ass out on the sideline. But because of all the injuries we had yesterday, I was getting nervous as fuck. But he played the rest of the game, man. He showed he tough as fuck. He even ran that one fucking play after that. Like, this nigga been running the football lately too, man. Looking like a fucking fullback out there, a fucking scat back and shit. Like, this nigga, he been turning it loose, man. I'm like, like I said, I've been enjoying watching Stafford since Jim Bob been with this nigga. I've been enjoying watching him. I'm enjoying watching Stafford right now. Y'all need to appreciate him a lot more. Because you know what? I'm a little scared. We might lose him. A little bit scared. I'm going to tell you why. Y'all want to know why? I hope y'all realize something's coming up next season. Last year on his contract. He's got 1 year remaining on his contract. So guess what? In 2018, guess what the fuck he could be? Guess what the fuck he could be in 2018, guys? A fucking free agent. Yeah, you didn't think about that, did you? You didn't think about that, did you? You didn't think about that. Mm-hmm. 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 Because I tell you what, if Matthew Stafford, we go into February and March of 2018, and he ain't signed no extension, we're probably going to lose him. Because guess what? He will be the most valuable fucking free agent on that list. And every fucking team is going to want him. And I know Bruce Arians wants that motherfucker. I know Bruce Arians wants him. I think Dallas did want him, but I think that if Dak Prescott continues to play like he is, they won't need him. But it's going to be a lot of teams that need a quarterback. They're going to be coming after this motherfucker. You got teams in our division. They might be coming after this motherfucker. Because guess what? In 2018, he's only going to be 30 years old. He's still going to be young enough to play for another 10 fucking years. Matthew Stafford, I think he's going to have about a 20-year career. Anywhere from about 16 to 20 years. I think he's about to play that fucking long. Because he came into the league young as fuck. And he durable as fuck after starting his career like a fucking China doll. And if he continues to play the way he's playing right now, his value is going to keep going up. He's going to be the highest paid player in NFL history by the time his contract comes up. Unless we resign this motherfucker before then. We're going to have to resign him by next year, man. Because I don't like the idea of him going to the free agency. But we'll talk about more of that down the line. I'm going to talk about that a lot. In going into the time. But I believe if we do a contract extension for him, I believe it'll come up out of nowhere. But I also believe he'll stay here. I think Matthew Stafford wants to get it done for the D. I think he realizes that he's a guy that could be a savior to this town. He's the face of the franchise right now. He's been the face of the franchise really to me since 2014. Or maybe since last year, because I think Sue probably moved into that spot in 2014. Because our defense was the face of the team that year. I think that once Sue left, I think Matthew Stafford became the face of the team last year. He's the face of the franchise right now. He's the main dude on this fucking franchise right now. We go as he goes. Alright, basically. But, yeah, man, he been playing good, man. And I just, yesterday I just feel bad for him, man, because, I hated that loss mainly because I thought Stafford deserved to win. I thought he really did. The rest of the team, a lot of the guys on the team, they really play with a lot of heart to me. I was annoyed by that shit yesterday. They played lackluster as fuck yesterday. That shit bothered me. It really did. It bothered me. It bothered me, man. It did. It really did. It bothered me, but it is what it is. All right, now that's the offense. We're going to start talking about the offense. Go to the defense so this video don't get too long. Then I'm going to wrap it up. Like I said, Terrell Austin did a fine job yesterday. Stepped up, but it wasn't like we was. I told y'all, Andrew Luck was just going to be a different problem for us. I believe we revert somewhere in the middle because next week against the fucking shitheads, those cheeseheads, those cottage cheeseheads, the fucktards, the Green Gate fuckers. You know what I'm saying? That offensive line is so fucking trash for the Packers right now. Aaron Rodgers is falling off. Has anybody noticed that? He's falling off. Aaron Rodgers has fallen off since last year. It's continuing into this year. His skills have diminished because Aaron Rodgers was such a good athlete. Your athletic skills go first. All right. This is why a lot of running backs don't last that long because speed and shit like that goes out the window. Another thing, Adrian Peterson. What did I tell y'all? Last year was going to be the last good year you see from that motherfucker. It's all coming into play now. Listen to me when I talk football because I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Alright? Been watching this shit for decades. Alright? I know what the fuck I'm talking about. You know? So yeah, I think this guy, like, I was more scared of Andrew Luck than I was of this guy Aaron Rodgers. He don't scare me. He's not putting up a lot of points this season. But I tell you this, I'm still a little worried about our pass defense. I mean, it wasn't. Mariota has very limited vertical ability. Like, his passing skills yesterday was a lot of checkdowns and shit. Even on those drives, I mean, we was kind of giving them. Let's not lie here. We was giving them some of those passes yesterday in the fourth quarter because our defense was kind of playing safe. That always happens. We was playing safe yesterday. The running game, I thought the running game for them did a good job, but they didn't really control the game like I thought they would with the running game. Mariota didn't really run the football as much as I thought he would. He wasn't a problem yesterday. Like, I think that's the reason why our defense was able to kind of sustain everything, even losing Ziggy Ansah. And it just broke my heart to see Antoine Williams have to come out of that game so early yesterday too, man. Because Antoine Williams was playing like a fucking beast before he got hurt. I hope he's healthy this week. I hope Levy doesn't play because I want to see Antoine Williams out there. I want to see Antoine Williams the whole fucking game. He's starting to become a diamond in the fucking rough, man. He is absolutely surprising the shit out of me. Lion fans everywhere because there really wasn't no tape on him unless you watched Georgia Southern. I don't remember seeing any highlight footage of him on YouTube, to be honest with you. There was highlight footage of Killebrew. By the way, I want to see Miles Killebrew next week. I was mad that they didn't turn him into a linebacker, but you know what? You can't. I don't think you can just do that because I'm not sure if Miles Killebrew been actually practicing as a linebacker. That's one thing that they got to do this week. I think Miles Killebrew should be practicing as a linebacker this week. Start working on his fundamentals, where to be as a linebacker, because it's a totally different position, but safeties can always adjust to that position. I'm starting to think, man, with the way our linebacking core is, maybe we ought to develop Miles Killebrew into a linebacker, even though we actually still need him as a strong safety because Tavon Wilson is absolute fucking garbage. Raphael Bush is fucking garbage. Right now, we don't have any safeties right now. You know, we don't have any safeties right now for real. I don't think we do. I don't think we have any safeties at that strong safety spot. We could either get a veteran, another veteran, or we just go young and draft. I think we need to draft for safety next year because, I think we need to. You know, it's too early to talk about the draft. Too early, I don't even want to get into it right now. But Man Beast, he backed up his point about Darren Lee though. Me and him was talking about that shit last week in the comment section. Darren Lee better fucking stud for the Jets, and we could have drafted his ass this year. It took care of a major problem at that middle linebacker position. Because Tahir White is a better outside linebacker to me. Then the middle. We're just so limited there, man. And I know a lot of people don't like Calvin Noy, man, but he played okay to me, man. I don't know why people are so hard on Calvin Noy. I think people just don't even want to give this nigga the benefit of the doubt no more. Like, I really think that, man, because Calvin Noy was playing pretty good to me. You know, I thought the last 2 weeks before that injury, he been playing a lot better than Levy. I'd rather still see him out there next week against the Packers, to be honest with you. I'm mad he dropped that interception, though. Like, you should have caught that motherfucker. And he didn't hustle on that injury play. You know what I'm saying? He still could have hustled, man. Showed some toughness. You know, unless you like pop something in your fucking ACL. I mean, you literally should have. Come on, man. You gotta show some effort, man. Especially since this is such an important year for you. Like I said, y'all could disagree about Calvin. I really don't give a fuck. But that's my thoughts on it. We'll just agree to disagree on fucking Calvin Noy right now. I thought he played decently. He's not a pro. He's not a fucking problem. In my opinion, right now. Oh man, that's something stuck in the back of my fucking throat. Defensive line. I feel it, man. I need to stop talking. Let me hurry wrap this up. Let's touch about the defensive line and end this, because I think I was yelling earlier, I think it got to my voice, man. Okay, on the defensive line, man. Man, it surprised me that Haloti Ngata, as old as he is the only motherfucker that was staying healthy, it seems like. You know what I'm saying? He played the whole fucking game. And Haloti Ngata been looking pretty fucking good out there, man. I think he's in shape this year. I think he can take care of his body. I still expect him to have some injuries along the way. Because, I mean, his age, I mean, he's not going to beat Father Time. But he been actually, you know, been looking in shape. You know what I'm saying? He been looking in shape. So he's looking pretty good. Devin Taylor, big ups to him for getting that safety. Defensive line was awesome, man. Defensive line was fucking awesome. Real talk. Slay, man, come on, man, with the fucking. I know Slay ain't gonna be perfect. I told y'all that last week, but there's still some spots in his game, man. He got to fucking fix, man. I mean, he's not living up to a lot of his potential consistently at times, man. I need to see a little bit better from him. Never lost out there. I just don't think, like, for the passing defense, they really didn't get challenged this week, man, till late in the game. It really didn't. That's why I don't even want to. I don't know. Let me grade every fucking position. Then I'm gonna talk about this. I'm gonna get into what I think this coaching staff should do. And maybe touch upon the Packer game real quick. I'm gonna do both of them real quick. Let me grade every spot. Matthew Stafford, A-, A- for real. Some accuracy problems I thought on a few of his throws, but it really wasn't that noticeable. Really wasn't. The running backs, a B, definitely a B. Offensive line, a lot of progress, B-. Receiver core, because of those drops, I got to give y'all C, because that's another reason why we lost this game. Why we wasn't getting touchdowns, those fucking drops. The defensive line, fucking A. Shut down the outside of the Marco Murray run, and that was that should have been a penalty on the Titans, by the way, on that fucking the Marco Murray run. Linebackers, C-. Although they were pretty much injured, I should have probably given them a higher grade. I don't know, I might give them a D. And then passing defense, I'll give them a C-. overall, the defense, I thought I was about a C+ today, or B-. Still, because the reason why I graded it like that is because I think there's still some, you could see against the better passing teams how we would have got lit up at times in this game. And then I can't forgive him for the last 2 drives either. So, look, man, this team was undisciplined as fuck. I'm getting tired of these fucking referees fucking us up. The fucking league just keep fucking us up, man. I'm getting tired of this bullshit, man. The referees keep holding our ass. Why do we gotta keep going through this bullshit every fucking time with these goddamn referees? It's blatantly fucking obvious, man, that they are fucking us over, man. I bet you any money, man, we beat Andrew Luck's Golden Boy. They had it out for us. They saw that we was becoming a threat in this goddamn division. They didn't want us to become 2-0 because they knew either the Vikings or the Packers was going to lose their fucking game. So that means we was going to be tapped for first place this week. They knew it. They knew it. They knew it. They said this motherfucking team cannot be 2-0 for the first half of 2011. They knew it. And they fucked us over so badly, man. They fucked us over so badly. So badly. And they knew it. They knew they had to do this because they knew the Tennessee Titans wasn't going to be able to win this game on their own. We lost this game for their ass. But enough of that. Undisciplined like a motherfucker. I got to give Caldwell this in his first 2 seasons. This team became a lot more disciplined. This is actually uncharacteristic. I don't know what the fuck is going on this year. I noticed it in the preseason. It ain't all the refs on all of these penalties. Some of it is dumbass shit. We gotta clean that shit up. But referees did hold our ass in this game, though. They did. Especially the Ebron play. That is unforgivable. Unfucking forgivable, man. Just unfucking forgivable. Alright. Jim Caldwell, I still want to see your ass out of here. I want your ass so fucking fired. This is what I think they should do. I saw some suggestions of this yesterday. Defense coordinator. Terrell Austin, promote him to head coach. I think he ready. Head coach for the rest of the season. Keep Jim Balcouta as offense coordinator. I do not want to lose Jim Balcouta as offense coordinator if we get a brand new head coach next year. I want Matt Patricia for the Patriots, but I hope we don't lose Jim Balcouta as the offensive coordinator. I think that this is the best offensive coordinator for Matthew Stafford in this fucking offense. I think we could flourish and finally win our first fucking Super Bowl under Jim Balcouta. Because he is a fine fucking young coach. He is calling the right plays. He's got a balanced attack. Dangerous offense. I'm telling you, Jim Balcouta was a diamond in the rough. We need to keep him. Defense coordinator. Now, this is the change that I want to see. And I don't know why nobody mentions this motherfucker. It's like they don't know he's fucking coaching the defensive line. He's been coaching this defensive line for years. Even before Terrell Austin got there, under the Schwartz era, our defensive line been beasting. When Sue first came, we was beasting, man. It's because of one guy. One guy. The defensive line fucking coach. Chris, I don't know how to say Chris Kachurik. I think that's how you say his name. Chris Kachurik. That motherfucker, he need to be the defensive coordinator. Promote him after you promote Terrell Austin to head coach. Promote Chris Kachurik. Man, promote his ass. The defensive line coach. Promote his ass. Double K. Promote that nigga. All right. He needs to be the defensive coordinator. All right. Because I like what he's done with the defensive line. He doesn't get a lot of recognition, and I hope people start bringing up his name a lot fucking more. And I'm surprised, man. I'm surprised people don't bring up his name a lot more, man. Surprised, man. Yeah, and that's the changes I think we should make, man. I think we should make those changes. But yeah. And as far as the Packers go, I got confidence because I know the Lions do this shit. They'll lose to an inferior team, but win against a team we're not supposed to beat. I think we got the momentum on the road. I don't like the way the Packers are starting out the season. The only thing I will say about this game is that I can't see the Packers starting out 1-2. That's the one thing about it. That would be shocking as fuck. I'm telling you right now, if there's one week that I want to live in so bad, it's if we beat the Packers this week and the Packers are 1-2. Could you imagine the panic in Packerland if they go 1-2 after this game? Let's see. Let's see. And by the way, we got Charles Davis. He been doing the calls on Madden. I actually been, the Madden is really the same game. I've been playing Madden a lot when I get a chance. Been playing the franchise mode with the Lions and Charles Davis. I kind of like him as an analyst. I think we got a pretty good team. Tom Brenneman. I always wanted him to replace Joe Buck as Fox's A guy. So we had Tom Brenneman, Charles Davis, and Peter Schrager from Good Morning Football. So I think we got a pretty good crew for the Fox game next week against the Packers, man. All right, man. That's all my thoughts, man. Shout out to everybody in the DVE community, man. Big shout out to my big homie Dante Chase. I love how you just went off yesterday. Yesterday on that podcast, he was making me laugh, bro. Eastbourne LB. It was good hearing him on that. Man Beast, as always, 303 hit, man. Lighting their ass up every chance to get. Everyday King, man. All the boys, Craig Jackson, Zano, all the boys that came on there, man. And all my commenters, man. Man, all my fucking commenters. You know what, man? I got to shout y'all out, man. I got to shout y'all out. Because y'all give me love, I'm going to give y'all love. I got to give y'all love, man. Y'all been giving me hella love this fucking season, man. 2,000 views for my review video there. 2,000 views for my Colin Cowherd video. My NFL Network video still getting a lot of love. 11,000. Even my cheerleader video over 600 views, man. And one thing I didn't notice, my Knock Knock, my first impression. I never did do a full movie review on Knock Knock. I still plan on doing it when I get a chance. That's over 50,000 views for my most watched video on this particular channel. I gotta check that out, man. But let me give out my shout outs. I'm gonna do everybody who commented, except for the DVE boys that I just already mentioned. I'm gonna do the boys that was in, because I had different people commenting in both videos. Also, shout out to Kobe Laugh. I heard he was on here, and he gave me a message yesterday. I saw his message yesterday, yeah. So holla at Kobe Laugh. Let me get at everyone. And again, thank all of y'all last week for shouting out my auntie, man. I really appreciate that, man. My condolences also go out to any of y'all, man. I did pray for y'all last week. All of my Lions people, man. So thank y'all. I'm gonna start with my boy Predator Kingdom as always, man. Eastern European thugging. Ace Epperson, Shannon K, Brandon Valari, and yeah, he said he'd be going to games. Yeah, man, it'd be cool to meet you too, man. It'd be cool to meet you too, man. When I actually, by the way, when I go to the Lions games, when I don't go with the girls, man, I'm hoping to meet some of y'all, man. If y'all go, I'm gonna let y'all know when I go by myself next time, man. When I go to the Lions game by myself, I'm gonna let y'all know, man. I don't know if it'll be this season. My money ain't been that good. My boy Sean always pay for my ticket, but he said he gonna let me know like when. But the thing is, man, I really don't. When I go to the game with the girls, man, you know, Sports Warehouse, Lizzie Lasanti, Yasmin Green, Lori, all them other girls, man, they too crazy, man. They too crazy, man. They are too much for me. They are too much for me, man. They are too much for me. I'm telling you, man, if you ever go to a game with them, it's fun as fuck. I won't. It's just that they so young. They got too much energy, man, and they too wild. They too wild, man. And now that we got these cheerleaders, I'm actually scared for these cheerleaders because I know they're gonna go down and probably say some shit to them that I don't want them to say because I actually like these cheerleaders. I don't want them to fuck it up. So hopefully they don't do that, man. But yeah, Brandon, man, I'll let you know, man, at some point, man, when I'm going. Like I said, only when I'm going by myself. When I'm going with the girls, it's a whole different ballgame when I go with the girls. Let me see, who else? Let me see, Noah Whitehead, Ghetto Pat, awesome, man. Good to see you, man, my brother. Ghetto Pat, funny as fuck, man. Ralph Green, the artist Mikael, Biscuits 099, Parallax Pete, always thank you, homie. Anthony Jackson, Collie Man DP, first black man on the net. Don, Pacified as always. 303 Gotham, Seth Kemp, Double AIV, Lamiko Cardenas, Ray Moore again. Ray Moore, that's my homie, man. Ray Moore. Like, I ain't been seeing my boy Eddie O'Neal on the comment section, so like Ray Moore been like one of my main boys in the comment section. Ray Moore and Ralph Green. Like them two guys right there in Predator Kingdom. Those be my main boys in the comment section. Austin Rich too. Austin Rich. Shout out to him. I like Austin Rich. Chris Dickinson's all too. This is another funny ass nigga. Crimson Shadow 94. Charlie Angelo. Jake Hum. Michael Tremblay. 7 Upper. Oh, it's another guy I like. The NES Evolution. And by the way, the NES Revolution, man, thank you for the stat that you gave about ESPN. ESPN was holding our ass in the rankings, in their rankings as well last week. I'm glad you saw that. Big fuck you to the Olive. Oh, man. There was a couple of people in my Colin Cowherd video that I really wanted to beat the fuck out of. I mean, I appreciate y'all watching the video, but, man, y'all was irritating me, man. Some of y'all comments, man. AJ Maka, the Olive, them motherfuckers. Let me see. Let's see, who else, man? Tyler Sly. JMO 2015. Oh yeah, big shout out to Tyrell Jackson. He was one of the people that liked the Titans video that I played in the beginning. Yeah, man, that video, man, was yeah, man, that video was really. I mean, I was getting some props for that video, man. It was all like I just kind of re-edited some things. It goes with the slow motion of the video. I really like that song that was playing over it. Obviously, that was a Titans video. The Mr. Alex K00, that nigga was a fuckboy too. Fuck him. And I think that was it. And Yasmin Green, don't worry, we got him. And make sure you come at Judah Tribe, especially if they lose that game tonight. EDP. So that's gonna do it for now, y'all. And this video went on a little too damn long. They go, man, my videos always be a fucking hour, man. Damn, I could never get that shit under an hour. Man, at the end of this video, man, I think I'm gonna play a clip from that show Nashville. And then you guys could go ahead and turn it off after that. And then that's pretty much it. I might play some music at the end, some country music at the end. Because, you know, we play the Titans or whatever. Nashville, country music capital of the world. You know, why not? So, and then we got the Packers. Packers hate week. So, if there's any more videos, y'all know, y'all got me, y'all subscribe to me, y'all know when they coming. By the way, thank y'all to my subscribers, over 400 subscribers now, man. All right, y'all, peace. Peace out. Detroit versus everybody.
past 2 days, we have been shooting the first ever Detroit Lions cheerleaders photo shoot.
It's been very glamorous. We came, got ready, got our hair set, our makeup done.
We curled it, we did a loose curl. We wanted it to be something that was bouncy and full and energetic, just kind of like the energy that they portray as well.
Getting in front of the camera as a model versus a dancer for the first time is pretty nerve-wracking because it is a lot different.
I was a little nervous at first, but getting in there and Rebecca, you know, just saying loosen up, getting those first couple pictures out of the way, it got really exciting and we had a lot of fun in there.
I'm just making sure that, you know, everything looks good and everything looks right to, you know, everyone's likings, that they look their best so that we can portray our salon like we normally do.
Seeing the girls in the Lions brand for the first time is really emotional, not just for me, but for them. So they haven't seen the costumes or anything yet. No one has seen them except for me, and it is really emotional. It's exciting.
I love it. It's very cute, very athletic. I think Rebecca and the team did an amazing job with them. I think today is the first day that it's actually hitting me. We even had a preseason game, but we're not dancing, so it hasn't really sunk in. So now that we're finally in our costumes, it's very awesome.
It's a moment where you realize in front of the camera, like, yeah, this is big, and people are going to see these pictures, and these are going to be on autograph cards, and like, oh, we're going to sign autographs? Whoa.
You're basically a celebrity, so it's really cool, but it's also, you know, humbling and like so surreal, and still hasn't totally set in yet. It's getting there now that we have the costumes and everything, but it'll definitely be exciting to sign those cards and hand them out.
We just really can't wait for September 18th.
My heart starts pounding just like thinking about it.
I think the moment that'll be the biggest for me is coming out of the tunnel. I might cry. I might.
Nicole, Detroit Lions cheerleader. So, all right, how did you think you guys did the first game? Everybody said you can do a little better. I thought you guys did fantastic. What is your take on it?
I mean, I think that we did amazing. We went out there and we did what we trained to do, and it was really exciting. With all the nerves we had going on, we put it all aside and we did our best.
That's awesome. So there's 28 of you. How do you kind of make yourself stand out a little bit from the rest, or do you just? Is it that you all try to be in sync and blend in together and it's all choreographed?
We want to have a personality on the field, but we all want to be in sync and dancing on the same level as each other.
Have you done stuff in the community? I know the team has, but have you had a chance to go out in the community and do some stuff yet?
I have. I was able to take part in the community program that we did with the Eastern Market.
Okay.
And we were with 30 students, and we showed them around and talked about eating healthy, and we played games. It was fabulous. I love doing it.
Now, how much professional experience did you have before you were, before you tried out for the?
I actually have danced professionally for 3 years now. I was dancing out of state, and so I just came back to do this professional job back in my home state.
So you moved back to Michigan?
I did.
You came here, tried out, moved back? Where did you previously live before you moved back?
New York City.
You were in New York City, you came for the tryouts, won a spot, and now you're back.
I'm back.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
All right, good. Well, we look forward to seeing you on the field, so congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Or something, like this, or something. I don't know. Thanks for watching, Vikes fans.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
I was actually a terrible human being. But unlike you, I was smart enough to make sure it was a one-time thing.
You may have just been a piece of ass to him, but he loves me. And I love him.
Oh my God. I didn't think I could think any less of you. There you go, making it happen. You think you love him? You think he loves you? Right. Well, at the end of the day, who do you think he's gonna put first? Me, not you. You're just here trying to prove to the world that you're something other than a failed reality star. You're not me, honey. You're never gonna be me.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Don't know when I've been so blue. Don't know what's come over you. You found someone new, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? I'll be fine when you're gone. I'll just cry all night long. Say it is untrue, and don't it make my brown eyes blue? Tell me no secrets, tell me some lies. Give me no reasons, give me alibis. Tell me you love me and don't let me cry. Say anything, but don't say goodbye. I didn't mean to treat you bad. Didn't know just what I had. But honey, now I